Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Reviews in a Flash. Today, I'm reviewing actual manga. I know, isn't that crazy? The Witch Hat Atelier Series. So, Witch Hat Atelier is a manga distributed by Kodansha Comics, written and illustrated by Kamome Shirahama. You may recognize that name and that art from various Marvel and DC covers. She is a Japanese artist. I have a few of her variant covers for Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, which I absolutely love. I love her style. There are 5 volumes out so far. I almost never buy manga, but I've been dying to read this so much because I love her art that I just went ahead and jumped in and bought all 5. And I really, really liked it. I mean, they're great quality, by the way. I mean, we always talk about that. What's the quality? The books themselves, great quality. Adorable covers. A lot of people have compared this art and world and character design to Ghibli movies, and I can attest that it does definitely feel like that. And it also reminds me a lot of the Ancient Magus Bride, because it's a fantasy world that's so well fleshed out. I feel like it's so well done as far as the environment. You know, her art does such a great job of introducing you to this, and not just with the environment, but also the character design. The clothes are beautiful. They're so distinct. These characters are distinct. I really, really enjoyed it. So Witch Hat Atelier revolves around our main character, Coco. She's always wanted to be a witch ever since she was a young girl. So in this world, you know, witches and magicians are part of your life. Like, they help out or they do different things, but only those that are born into that lineage are able to practice magic. So, you know, even though she wants to grow up and be a witch, she can't. So instead, she works in her mother's shop as a seamstress. But after a series of fortunate and also not so fortunate events, she ends up being taken under the wing of a magician named Pfeiffer as one of his pupils. So the rest of the series revolves around Coco and Pfeiffer's other pupils, 3 other young girls, studying and learning magic together. Now, you can imagine how that goes. They're all very distinct personalities, and, you know, they do struggle with one another and also develop a really beautiful friendship with one another. And in the background of this, of them getting tested and, you know, trying new magics out, there is this, like, ancient forbidden magic whose users are trying to kind of bring that back to the world. So that does get in the way and interfere with some of their training in a really neat way. And in the center of that is a big focus on Coco and what she can do for that other side. I super enjoyed this. I love magical stories like this. And I think one of the things I like the most in Witch Hat Atelier, they do their spells by drawing like a vigil. They draw symbols. And it reminded me a lot of Full Metal Alchemist, the same way that they would draw their alchemy symbols. And what's neat is that each witch and magician has their own kind of way of doing their spells. They have different strengths and weaknesses. They have different creativity. You know, so Coco's a seamstress. That's what her training is. So she specializes in, like, straight lines. She does unique spells every once in a while with fabric, because that's what she's come from. And it's just such a cute story. Absolutely recommend it. I really hope we get more of this, and I think we will, because it's been such a critically acclaimed book series. Yeah, it's just great, you guys. I hope I see a lot more cosplays and stuff from it too. I know we're getting figures and things, and I just remember that there's figures. That's not good for my wallet, because I do love this series. If you have read this book, I'd love if you comment below and tell me what you think. Good or bad. And if you have any recommendations of stories for me to read next that are like this, I'd love to hear it. Always looking for new recommendations. And I've been kind of in a manga mood, so I'd love to hear that. And if you end up reading this later, you can always come back here, comment down below, tell me what you thought. I'd love to hear about it. And if you want to support us, you can do that by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, hitting the notification button so you can hear about future review videos. And of course, we have a Patreon. through which you can vote for different videos and things and have some exclusive content. We have some coming up just because of like the quarantine, so it gives us an excuse to like get together and do some interesting videos just for Patreon, with later release, of course, for the channel. But most of our Redbubble, you can support us through by buying something. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe, reading some good books, playing some good video games, and I hope to see you all soon.